period. And normally the beginning of the service leads us into the Holy Shabbat. So we are going to start with page 15, and Judy is going to lead us.
Okay. Judy, you can come on up, and Judy, you're actually going to do the original page 15. Okay, you could do your original page. 1-5.
Right there, right there.
Okay. Oh, you can over here.
Okay, page 15, everybody. We're going to do it responsibly, right? Or not?
Let us sing to Adonai. Let us rejoice in our Creator. Let us greet God with thanksgiving, singing palms of praise.
Adonai is the foundation of all life, exalted beyond all that is worshipped.
In God's hand rests the world He fashioned, sea and land. At this is the mountain peak. All are God's.
Let us worship Adonai, exalt our Creator, our God. We are the flock guided by God. Help is ours even today. If only we would listen to the divine voice.
Harden not your heart in the way of your ancestors, who tried and tested me in the wilderness, even though they had witnessed my miracles.
40 years of contending with that generation, I hate to say, they were wayward, they care not for my way.
And indignation, therefore, that never would they reach my land, the land of peace, the land of rest.
Very good. We are going now to continue on page 17. Zain, my assistant. Page 17. Responsibly. Go ahead.
Adonai is sovereign. Let the world rejoice.
God's throne is.
Justice, God be glad you. Divine justice reveals God's presence.
God's lightning illumines the earth. Fire consumes God's foes. Mountains melt like wax before Adonai. The earth trembles. Shame covers those who worship idols, those who take pride in revering images, which must themselves bow low before Adonai.
Hearing of your judgments, Zion exalts, and the cities of Judah rejoice.
You're supreme over all the earth, highly exalted beyond all that is worshipped.
Those who love deny evil, God protects the faithful, saves them from it.
Light is stored for the righteous, joy for the honorable.
Rejoice with Adonai, you who are righteous, proclaim the holiness of God.
Very good. You stay right there. Don't move. Page 21. Page 21. Okay, Zain, you're going to start in Hebrew and then you're going to continue in English. Now, you don't know that, but I know.
I'm comfortable here.
Go ahead. Lecha Dodi. One more time. Lecha.
Dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela.
Okay, Zain is the leader, okay?
Keep
He is the
and
leader,
remember
that means you
what
have to
is
follow
what.
him. Comprende? Now you are going to lead.
You're going to do it in Hebrew.
No, he can do it in Hebrew. Shamor, you can do it? Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Try it in English. Keep and remember we're uttered as one by our Creator beyond comparison. Adonai is one and his name is one, reflected in glory, in fame and in praise. Lecha Dodi. לקבל עונותם, לך דודי.
לקראת תלה פני שבת נקבלה.
Okay, second in English. Come, let us greet Shabbat Queen sublime, fountain of blessing in every clime. Anointed since earliest time, and the she preserved the creation 6 days. Lecha Dodi Dikra Kala Pene Shabbat Kabbalah. Very good. We are going to continue now on page 23, and Brushi just got in here.
Lila, English responsibly, song for Shabbat. All right, Franny will do. I don't have my glasses.
מזמור השיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, לזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשר ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, לזמר לשמך עליון, לזמר לשמך עליון.
Page 23, responsibly.
A song for Shabbat. It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God.
Affirm your love each morning and your faithfulness each night to the music of the lute and the melody of the harp.
Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation.
How vast your works, Adonai, your designs are beyond our grasp.
The thoughtless cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot fathom them. This.
The wicked may flourish, springing up like grass, but their doom is sealed, for you are supreme forever.
Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble.
But me you have greatly exalted. I am anointed with fragrant oil. I have seen the downfall of my foes. I have heard the despair of my attackers.
The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. Thou shalt grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts for our God.
They shall bear fruit even in old age. They shall be ever fresh and fragrant to proclaim that the valley is just and rock
צדיק אתה יפרח כארז, והלבנון ישגה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצות אלוהינו יפריח עוד. ינובון בשיבה דשנים, ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא עוולת בו.
Page 24, responsively, Adonai is sovereign, crowned with splendor. Adonai reigns, robed in strength. Your kingdom stands from earliest time. You are eternal. Yet above the crash of the sea and its mighty breakers is Adonai, our God, supreme.
עדותיך ננו לביתך נא בקודש, אדוני לאורך ימים.
Mourner's Kaddish on page 24. Go for it. Amen. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach La'olam Olamei Olamei. Recho. Amen. 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 We now turn to page 28. Please rise for Baruch Hu.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated. Let's read together on page 28. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe. Your word bringing the evening dusk. You open with wisdom the gates of dawn, design the day with wondrous skill, set out the succession of seasons, and arrange the stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai Tzivaot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Forever embrace us. Praise the
אל חי וקיים תמיד ימוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אמרי ורחבים.
Amen. On page 29, we'll sing together. If you don't know all the words, just hum along.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגד יומם ולילה ואהבתך תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen. Oh, somebody was supposed to do a reading here. Sorry. Isabel Brucey. I'm all up on my.
Page 30.
The Torah is a tapestry.
Shema.
Hold on, wait. I missed the reading.
Doesn't say here. Is page 29.
The other 29.
The Torah is a tapestry that can adorn the days in which we dwell. Let us embrace it and make it our own. Weave its text into the texture of our lives. Its teachings sustain us. Its beauty delights us. When we open our eyes to its splendor, it is not a mystery far beyond reach. It is not in heaven beyond our grasp. It is as close to us as we allow it, on our lips, in our heart, integral to our deeds. Let us study its words, fulfill its commands, and make its instruction our second nature. It is the tangible gift of God's love. Weave its text into the texture of your lives.
All right, page 30 for the Shema. Is it? Yeah. You're clear. Quick, we cover our eyes. What? No, hold on, we're not clear. Plan B. Not on my page.
This is Maya. Oh, she's doing both. Okay.
Maya's coming up. Well, up is relative.
I don't know.
You want to step up?
I think that's might be a little too high. Yeah,
You can just stand it. Yeah, you can.
that's fine. Okay.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochim mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'lechtecha b'derech Ushachbecha, Ukumecha, Ukshartam Layot al Yadecha, Vehayula Totafot Beinenecha, Uktavtam, Al Mizuzot Beitecha, Uvisharecha.
Continue silently through the next two sections.
שמתם את דברי אל האחרונה. אדוני משה לאמור, עשיתם כל מצוותיי ואתם תשכימו עליכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
On page 32.
אמת ואמונה כל זאת.
כל זאת.
אמת ואמונה כל זאת.
כל זאת.
אמת ואמונה, אמת ואמונה, אמת ואמונה כל זאת. אמת ואמונה, אמת ואמונה, אמת ואמונה כל זאת.
Now we have Franny, but does somebody, maybe, Lila, do you guys want to do it? Who's coming up? Franny's coming up? All right. On page 32, we affirm the truth.
We affirm the truth that Adonai alone is our God, and that we are God's people, Israel. God redeems us from the power of kings and delivers us from the hand of all tyrants, bringing judgment upon our oppressors and retribution upon all our mortal enemies, performing wonders beyond understanding and marvels beyond all reckoning. God maintained us all among the living, not allowing our steps to falter, guided us to triumph over mighty foes, and exalted our strength over all our enemies, vindicating us with miracles before Pharaoh, with signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. God smote in wrath Egypt's firstborn, brought Israel to lasting freedom, and led them through divided waters as their pursuers sank in the sea. When God's children beheld the divine might, they sang in praise, gladly accepting God's sovereignty. Moses and the people of Israel joyfully sang this song to you.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלה עליהם. משה מישראל הכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם.
שמך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדור בקודש, נוראתי לו, אוסף אלו.
מלכותך רב ונחבקם לפני משה, זה ליענו ואמרו.
אדוני ימלך לעולם.
ונאמר כי פרענו את יעקב גם יד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני על ישראל.
Amen. Page 33. Maya will read once again, I think.
Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel.
Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים.
Amen. Please rise for Vishamru on page 34, which will be led by Andrew. Does Andrew know that? Andrew? You want to lead it from your seat? Brave boy, man. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Can we adjust this? Vishamru v'nei Yisrael ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledotam berit olam B'nei Yisrael Elohim le'olam Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledotam berit olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai
Et ha-shamayim v'et
haaretz Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledotam berit olam Uvayom hashvi shavat v'nafash Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledotam berit olam
וידבר משה את מועדי אדוני בני ישראל, יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, על מה יבקר אותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, חיי בכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב, אמרו יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשא לעילא מכל ברכתה ושירתה
תשבחתה ונחמתה תמירן ביומה אמרו amen. So we do the silent Amida on page 35b. Remember to include the sections for the Yom Tov since it's also Sukkot. Turn to page 47. And Teresa and Serena going to lead us with Vayichulu. And the nice thing about the Vayichulu is that it's also transliterated. So even if your Hebrew reading is a little rusty, you can cheat with the English letters on the other side.
ויקראו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויקל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלכותו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלכותו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלכותו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
Good job. You may step down.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואבותינו אלוהי אברהם ויצחק ויעקב אלוהי שרה ורבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה הגדול הגיבור והנורא העליון כהני שמיים
Bottom of
וארץ
page 47. This one's also transliterated.
מגן אבות בדברו מחיה מתים במאמרו האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו המניח לימיו ביום שבת קודשו כי בם רצה להניח להם לפניו נעבוד יראה ופחד ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מעין הדחות אל ההודות אדון השלום מקדש השבת מברך שביעי ומניח בקדושה הנדוש מעונג זכר למעשה בראשית.
You may be seated.
אלוהינו לאבותינו עצה מנוחתנו קדושים מצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך עשה בנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך ותארי בנו עבדך באמת והנחילנו ונערנו באהבה וברצון שבת קודשך וינוחו בה ישראל מקדש שמך ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת יתבע שמי רבה.
Amen.
על דברי הכתוב ימליך מלכותו בחייכם ובכל בית ישראל. בהגלה בזמן קריב ואמרו.
Amen. Yeheshmer Abba Mivara, Li'alam Lameo Maya Yitva.
ידברה וישתבח ויתפאר ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתלש מדי קודשה.
Brechu.
אלוהים אלוהים מן כל בחדש שעתה. תושבח אתה ונחמתה ולמי המלמה ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
תתקבץ ואותנו ובאותנו כל בית ישראל. קבל אמן וישמע ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
וישלם הרב מן שמיה בחיים עלינו כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
עשה שלום ולמה ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו.
Amen. So here's a quick trivia question. So every Shabbat, or maybe not every Shabbat, has a parsha. It has a special section in the Torah that we read. So what is this week's parsha? Go for it. Toldot. Okay, you're not that far off. There is none. Because it's a trick, right? Because we're in the middle of Sukkot, and when we're in the middle of the holiday, we do a special reading. And so there's going to be Bereshit, but that's coming up. But this week it's Sukkot, and that's what we celebrate. All right. So usually there's a parsha, but there are exceptions like this. All right, Aleinu. On page something or other, 51. Please rise.
We invite all of our
Oh, yes,
students
all the students
and Brucey sisters
and teachers.
and Brucey.
Zahava, come up. Come. Future school children.
You guys want to stand on it?
Someone needs to say that.
Okay. Judy, why the heck
Judy wants, you're not Judy.
they look like twins, have both of them stand on it.
Okay, you want to sit on that? Yep. Oh, hello.
Come here.
Please rise.
Ready, everybody?
Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol l'tekedula liyoser Bereshit shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot velo samanu k'mishpachot adama shelo sam halkenu kahem legor aleinu kithlu tamunan. Right, turn around. Anavnu korim u'mishahalinu modim. Turn back around. Mohei Avahim Akadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Notei Shamayim ve'yotzer haaretz u'Moshe v'Karo b'shamayim hima'ol u'shfinat tuzot v'gorei meromim u'Eloheinu einot hem Elokeinu efes zulato Kagatu b'torato v'yadatayon v'hashevot ele babecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim ima'ol v'yaretz mimtahad einod. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad.
Everybody, hold on.
Saw that.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Ready? Okay. Welcome, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Good to see you all. We have a few announcements. I'm going to ask Rob to talk about some new initiatives at the Hebrew School.
Okay, first of all, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'd like to thank the following students from our Hebrew school and our teachers for participating tonight. So thank you to, hopefully I won't miss anybody. Judy Nisenholt, Zane Glassman, and Kaylee Glassman, and Scott Glassman, and Dean Glassman, and Lila Bruschi, Isabel Bruschi, Franny Bruschi, Maya Conowitz, Andrew Conowitz, surprise Andrew, Parisa Michaels and Serena Michaels, and all of the other students that joined us at the last minute. So we want to give them a big Yasher Koach. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anybody. I apologize if I did. Something that we're going to give a try. Our parent committee suggested that we have a children's and families Shabbat service every third Shabbat morning. So this is our Friday Night Live, and next Shabbat morning, we have a children's service and family service from 11 o'clock till 12. So services start at 10, but if you're with your family and you need a shorter amount of time, then from 11 till 12, we're going to do something special for our families. And then we're going to have a luncheon for everybody. So we hope that you will join us next Saturday. And then we would like to do this the third Saturday of every month, next month in November, and then December, and see how it goes. And if people come, then we'll do it every month for the whole year. If people don't come, then we may not be able to continue to do it. So we want to know that you're interested. So we'd like to start that next Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. And we hope everybody, all congregants, will join us. Thank you. Yep. A question from Mrs. Schweitzer.
Can I bring Cody? No.
That's our dog. It would be helpful, but it's not necessary because we will be here doing a service anyway. And we know approximately the number, and we have sponsors, so nobody has to pay for the luncheon. We do have people sponsoring the luncheon. Good question. The sponsors are Trophy, raise your hand. This Trophy is sponsoring. Arlene Rackman is sponsoring, who's unfortunately not able to be here tonight, and myself. Oh, and Mrs. Schweitzer. Okay, and Ernie, right? Thank you. Okay. Oh, yes, this Sunday, you are all invited for Nashin in the Sukkah. Nashin in the Sukkah. So that means we're having a luncheon for our Hebrew school from also 11 till 12, and all of our families are invited, and all of the congregants are invited to join us this Sunday. And that is being sponsored by Sue Bender and Jack Bender, and again, myself, and anybody else who would like to join us, and Mr. Schweitzer. So that's 11 o'clock this Sunday. So if you're picking your children up at 12, come a little bit early so we can have a lunch in the sukkah. Okay, so that's our Nashin in the sukkah. It's a mitzvah to eat in the sukkah. So we'll have bagels and spreads and desserts and some special surprises.
The world famous tuna fish. So tonight is Friday Night Live. Was postponed from September because of the high holidays. And I want to thank very much our sponsors, Susan and Jack Bender, Ruth Greenwald, and Larry and Sheila Rich. So thank you very much. It's really, sharing a little bit about November, but turns out we have 3 sponsors. The Brushis celebrating Jessica and Lou's anniversary. And Arlene Arlene Clapper and Harvey Fine. Third party wants to be anonymous. So November's great, and December, I think we need one, but I have to double check with people have been saying, no, this one wants to.
We're one of the sponsors.
You want to do December, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the third. Thank you. Roy and Ann Moskowitz. Are you sponsoring December? Anybody else? I left down. So we don't know if we're going to do January for the winter time with the weather and all that. We may just do the month that a holiday falls out. So it would be February for Purim. The holidays a little early this year. April for Passover, May for Shavuos. So we'll see, but that's the direction we're headed. I think. Who knows what the winter will bring?
March. Is there gonna be one in March?
I don't think there's a Jewish holiday in March.
There's one in
Well, if people want to sponsor, we can do it. I just don't know, what kind of turnout we'll have, but we can certainly do it. Probably March. You're not gonna have to. Don't negotiate. Let's move on. Okay, book club. The next book club meeting, and the first one was so interesting, is Thursday, November 17th, and that's at 7 o'clock. And the book is Gone But Not Forgotten, recommended by Sylvia Friedman, who knows the author, Gary and Williams. So we'll send that out to you. I can't write down today. The other thing in November is November 21st, we're hosting for Building Bridges their Thanksgiving service, which will be very nice. It's an interfaith service of many of the different faith-based institutions on Staten Island.
And we will be planning for Giving Tuesday, November 29th.
Yes, but we don't know.
We don't know what we're doing yet, but
Keep that date in
the date.
mind. Right. Now, a little closer to home, October 23rd is COJO's 55th Annual Legislative Breakfast. That's a Sunday, starting at 9:30. They ask for an $18 donation. And why it's important to come is, first of all, it shows the politician that the Jews turn out for these kind of events. So, it gives us a certain amount of influence. If you had 5 people sitting in a big room, it doesn't speak well that we're going to be have some influence. You can RSVP, but I think they've taken walk-ins also. And I forgot one more thing, but
$18 suggested.
I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, said that. And the other thing, there's a flyer out for November 6th, USYMC is having their second event, which is in the flyer.
Third.
Oh, third. You're really moving. Oh, is CB here?
She can make it.
Okay. You guys, anything you want to speak to it? Okay, just remember the date and the flyers outside. Thanks you all very much. Jessica?
On Sunday at St. John's, it's free at 3 p.m. The Richmond County Orchestra is playing in Isabel Bucci.
Ah, very nice.
Thank you again.
At St. John's at 3 o'clock, Isabel Brucci is doing a solo performance. She's playing in the orchestra.
And we are going to have finished in Sukkot. We'll take it up right to and then we'll go into the Oneg.
All right. Also, after all those things, we also are a shul and we are going to have services. So we're going to have services tomorrow. No. What's today? Friday, right. So Shabbat tomorrow, and then on Monday morning, Monday evening for Simchat Torah, and Tuesday morning. So please join us so you can dance with the Torah and hear the latest songs that the cantor is going to come up with to inspire us. All right, page 54, Adon Olam, all the kids, all the people who think they're kids, all the people who want to be kids,
Okay.
and the Brucies.
Teachers, anybody else? Kids at heart. Thank you.
Very good.
Oh, you know, I didn't.
Careful, careful.
You want to stand here? Want to stand here? Ready? Whoa!
All right, page 54.
Milo's gonna lead, right?
Yep. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'yein Asa V'chetzol Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yaharei Kilot Sakol Levado Yimlok Nora Behu Haya Behu Hove Behu Yeh Betifara Behu Ehad V'yein Sheni Leham Shilo Le'abira Beli Reshit Beli Tachlit Velo Ha'oz V'hamitra Vehu Eli V'hai Goali V'tzor Hevli V'yetzara Vehu Nisi Humanosli Menakosi V'yom Ekra V'yado Avkiv Ruchi V'yein Tishon V'ayira V'im Ruhi Geviati Adonai Li V'lo Ira.
Please rise. We will conclude with a blessing. Children, I would like to bless you. Look over here. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God shine His countenance upon you. May God give you inspiration and give you clarity of mind so that you can study and that you can feel motivated and that you can feel inspired and come and dance with us with the Torah. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Mike and Steve online.
Thank you.
got